And we have the lovely Gia. And Gia's going to come and tell us a little bit about what she does here. She's one of our counsellors who's got multiple modalities. Thank you.
I have multiple modalities because I have been guided by these two awesome doctors that kept saying to me through my health journey, keep learning. So thank you. I have been a counsellor and massage therapist for over 15 years. Prior to that I was a teacher and I was diagnosed with cancer at 33. That was 20 years ago. And that put me on a journey to study counselling and massage because they were the two modalities that helped me through the cancer journey. And the most, I felt, apart from all the traditional medicine or the conventional medicine that is used. Okay, so I have studied counselling and I used an integrative approach. I also am a person-centred approach counsellor, and I hope that I walk in the shoes of my clients. I help navigate and support them to reach a solution to their problems and to see and feel inner peace. Craniosacral, I am now doing level 3. I've completed that. That is, I call that psychotherapy without words. It's an amazing treatment. It helps with pain management and emotions, chronic illness, and it's something that activates the system like kinesiology, where you don't have control of what it's going to heal, but it does some really deep healing. Reiki I've been doing for years. I add that to the mix. It's a hands-on technique. I call it, for people who don't like Reiki, I just call it, to convince them, I call it a relaxation technique. They say, do it. I had some businessmen that used to come to me and they'd say, can you do the soft stuff, Gia? That really helps. So I do the soft stuff. My massage is now becoming more therapeutic, but because I use cupping and craniosacral therapy, it's more remedial as well. The cupping that I use is the Western and Eastern cupping with a flame. And as a child, I used to play with fire, so I think that's part of it. I love playing with fire. My clients say to me, my God, you should see your face, Gia, when you're doing it. You just love it. I said, yes. Sinclair had a treatment recently. Was that good?
Still got bruises.
They're not bruises, they're marks. Okay.
That was good.
I do therapeutic touch, which is energy work. A lot of energy work I do through my work. With counselling and massage, because I do both, and my business now is called Integrating Mind Body Therapies, because I've merged both counselling and massage together. And sometimes I mix it up, because I find that once the client trusts me, they want both. So this is something I wrote. I wrote an article on my cancer journey and how I use it as a counsellor, counselling cancer patients now. And it's something that depicts hope and support for anyone going through adversity. So I would like to read it to you. Maybe it will activate something in you. I intend to live to 100, says Gia with a smile. How I get there, I'm open to the ride. I will walk through life with a bag of life tools I've acquired, and the sun will be beaming above, as it does for all us beings. And when the clouds choose to float by, some dark and laden with water drops, some light and fluffy, I will face them and move through them and feel them courageously, having the affirming notion once heard from the Dalai Lama in my heart and mind, never give up, and this too will pass. And so often we forget that this too will pass. Sinclair has seen me at my worst, and there's no way I would have thought I'd be standing here talking to you, but it did pass. So this too will pass. Okay, what's next? We've done that one. No, we haven't. What is involved in my work? Of gone through most of them. I also do meditation and visualization in my counselling work and myofascial release in my somatic work. Who will it help, or how will it help, sorry? It will help psychologically and somatically for anyone receiving my services. My work, particularly in the remedial massage, reduces inflammation and pain, gives pain relief. I support cancer patients both through massage and counselling and their loved ones. I reduce anxiety and depression, and even the cupping that Sinclair had, I have particular spots I put on the back that helps reduce anxiety and reduces sadness or depression. One of my passions is grief and loss. Love it. I can sink in with the client and get out together. So I think I was born to help people relieve grief and loss from their lives. The other thing I'm passionate about is self-care. Huge. I always do a self-care plan with my clients, and they love me for it. And I ask them to do that 1 hour a day, and they can't believe it. They say, how can I find an hour in the day to look after myself? I said, if you don't, well then you'll have to pay money to come here so I can look after you. And I assist healing for those with illness, injury and stress. Who may it help? Of course, cancer patients and their loved ones. Carers. Now, I've recently been appointed as a counsellor for Carers SA, and so they send me clients here or in the other areas that I work in, and I support the carers. The carers are completely exhausted. I don't know if any of you are carers, but you can get 6 free sessions with carers to see me or any other counsellor part of their system. And not many people know that, and you can request for another 6. So you can have 12 sessions to support you if you're a carer. I help people with stress in their lives, with anxiety and depression, chronic illness, and those bereaved and in transition like divorce, separation, menopause. Love that one. Yeah, and many more. I help people with low self-esteem. Love that. That's another passion of mine. Okay, please ask questions because I love interacting. But I'm going to end with this. This was put up in the Open College website. They asked me to write something because I love writing, and on self-care, and I'll read that to you as well. Something that underpins all my work I do is teaching people how to look after themselves so they don't get sick. And that's self-care. So I wrote, when Open College asked me to write something about it, I said, self-care is an elixir for your mind, body and spirit. It builds self-esteem, cultivates inner peace and nurtures your mind, body and spirit. Allocating 1 hour a day, engaging in activities you love, is an effortless and therapeutic way to show yourself you care about you. So thank you for listening. What I'd like to do now is hopefully support your ongoing self-care plan and ask you to take an affirmation with you tonight as a gift. And if you've got any questions, I can answer them now.
So does self-care include sleep? No, it's sleep.
Yes. Yes.
There you go, you get 8 hours of self-care a night. Like a lucky dip.
Yeah, and often reflects what you're thinking today. Or you've gone through.
Should bring this to the management meeting.
Did you get one?
It's funny how whenever you pick an affirmation at random, it always seems to be appropriate. So thank you, Gia.
My pleasure.
One of the things I think is it's wonderful when you have someone who's helping you who's been on a really interesting journey themselves, because they are speaking from not only from knowledge but from the heart.